Hello gamers. Man, I received a lot of questions about the pictures I posted of my de-thirster and my wash blending technique that I used on the model itself. So I put this together to answer the questions and to pass on one of my favorite tricks to you. Now, you're going to need 3 washes for this. I used the flesh shade, the crimson, and the violet. What you basically need is a high, a mid, and a shade tone appropriate to the palette of whatever your project is. And this is what's working for me on these wings. So this is some super easy tags. Simply just apply the washes to the area you're working on, and while everything is still wet, blend them together to get some great transitions. You're going to lay the washes in a little bit heavy so that you've got extra medium to work with whenever you start blending everything together. I start with the flesh tone, or the flesh shade on the higher areas. I then bring in the crimson to pick in the transition areas of the edges towards the wings, and then finally I use the violet note to go over the bones themselves. And you'll notice while I'm doing this, I'm not too careful on my lines. I'm going to actually end up blending those edges together so I get beautiful transitions when everything is dry. Now, don't get overzealous when you're doing this. You should work on and concentrate on areas that are small enough that you can do at one time before your washes begin to dry, because if you don't, you can end up with some really bad transition or some cut lines where your work started and stopped and you started applying the new washes after everything dried. So you want to be really careful about that to prevent that from happening. So once again, man, this is one of my all-time favorite tricks to use. It really ends up with a great effect for the model. I had a lot of fun doing this for you guys. I hope to make more videos in the future. Please feel free to send me your questions if there's anything specifically you wanting to know how I do, and I would love to work together and try to get something out to you. So once again, thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate it. Keep painting. Enjoy the hobby.